Okay, is this working? Hopefully. Hey guys, this is Rick Kelly. We're gonna go over the luxury real estate sales from last week in New York City, and there were a lot. By my count, almost 53 sales over 4 million last week. And just by comparison, I think there was less than 5 or 6 maybe back in December. So this is a huge uptick in sales over the past month or so. It's been a pretty good streak. And I want to go over a few of the sales of note, including the biggest, the most expensive, and the quickest sales. And a couple of notes on the market in general, though, just to give you some background. The average price per square foot, depending on the ownership, for co-op, it was $18.39 a square foot. And this, of course, is just for the luxury sales. For the condos, it was $27.54 a square foot. And for the townhouses, $15.20 a square foot. And then a couple of other things to note on the market in general. Half of these that went into contract were condos. The other half were townhouses and co-ops. And from this past week, one other note is 3 bedrooms were predominantly the number one seller, and the other 25% were 2 bedrooms, and the other 25% were 4 bedrooms or bigger. So let's look at some properties, shall we? So the first thing we're going to look at today is the biggest. Actually, 2 of the things we're going to look at were both townhouse sales in Park Slope. The first one is 178 8th Avenue. It was on for just about 6 months or so. Went in the contract asking $6.3 million. It was 6,070 square feet. And it had a fully finished basement. You can see that there. Beautiful gym down there, and a lot of period details in terms of the woodwork and the millwork. You gotta love those beam ceilings. And of course, the quintessential backyard. What a beautiful listing. The next thing we're going to look at right now is going to be the quickest listing. And the quickest listing to go into contract this past week in the luxury market was another Park Slope townhouse on between 7th and 8th Avenue. It was 532 3rd Street. And this beautiful home, limestone exterior, was completely gut renovated. It went to contract asking $4.75 million, and it was on the market for only 4 days, guys. So that just goes to show you that even in a relatively slow market, which we are now emerging out of that, things go quickly, especially if you're looking for big space these days. And that seems to be the theme of the past week's sales is space. All of these big numbers are trading because people are craving more space, including outdoor space and more bedrooms as well. The next thing we'll talk about is the highest price per square foot. We don't know where it's going to trade, but 157, which is one of the first condominiums on Billionaires Row on 57th, is known for its amazing Central Park views. And this listing was amazing. In fact, it was so amazing they didn't even stage it, either virtually or physically with furniture. They just kind of put it out there and they showed the views, and look at those views. You literally have the end zone views of Central Park from north to south. You've got some beautiful views downtown as well. But you've got 11-foot ceilings. This is a half a floor residence on the 66th floor overlooking Central Park. Pretty amazing apartment there. And you're perched right above the Park Hyatt Hotel, so you get to share all of those wonderful amenities as well. But this is just nothing but windows of glass and an open floor plan, and a lot of the big trades, that's what people are looking for: views, light, air, and space. By comparison, instead of the shortest listing, is the longest listing. This listing was on and off the market for, I kid you not, 5 years. And it's a new development. It's a Jean Nouvel building right above the Museum of Modern Art on 53rd Street, 53 West 53rd. And that's apartment 17D. Went to contract asking $9,425,000. You can look at these interiors. They're gorgeous. We have a couple of clients that live in the building and absolutely love it. They really do. This particular unit happens to have a large terrace as well, which, as we know, with COVID, people really want the outdoor space. And the last listing, of course, is something with a little bit of celebrity sizzle. I can't confirm who the celebrity was that sold this unit, but I will tell you that in this building, you've got Ryan Reynolds, you've got Justin Timberlake, Jennifer Lawrence, you got the pop singer Harry Styles. We're talking, of course, about 443 Greenwich. And this is apartment 6C. It went to contract asking $11 million, and it was only on the market for less than 3 weeks. Pretty cool, right? Again, just beautiful interiors, 355 square foot home. You can look for yourself how stunning these are. Look at that kitchen, nice and open. You got a lot of these period details from the building. It's a pre-war building that was converted. So you've got these casement windows, tall ceilings, really classy interiors. That's a lovely home right there. And of course, right in the heart of Tribeca on Greenwich Street. So in general, the market, the luxury market, seems to be continuing to heat up. It's been, 6 or 7 weeks now. We've been trending with high sales. We expect that to continue as the bottom is pretty much past us in terms of the dip in sales prices as well as the dip in sales volume. Now that we're getting out of COVID, most of New York City will be vaccinated within the next few weeks. They just approved all people of all ages to be approved for a vaccine in New York. I think it's April the 7th. And so we expect that, plus the spring weather, plus the stimulus money, not bad, is going to help a lot of businesses. And we expect New York to bounce back. And this is the beginning of it. And so if you're looking to buy a luxury apartment and you're thinking, I'm going to wait for just the right timing, you're actually a little bit late. So I would get on it. Let's talk next week and see what else traded in the luxury market in New York City. Till then, this is Rick Kelly.